Hey everyone, my name is Velson, and on today's episode of Amber X, I'm here with motivational speaker Kevin Barbers. Kevin, thank you so much for being here today. So first and foremost, I just want to get a feel for, who are you? What is it that you're doing? What's your purpose? What's your goal? What is it that you're trying to accomplish and, bring out to the audience here on Amber X?
Well, first off, Velton already knows what I'm going to say. What is up, everybody? I hope everyone's having a great day today. My name
There
is
you
Kevin
go.
Barber. My name is Kevin Barbers on Instagram because we are all so many people inside of one person. I
Oh,
try to get the message across that you have to be who you are in this life. There is not one set person who you are. So who we are in this life is we are strong people. We are people who go through trials and tribulations of life. We are people who find things that we love. We are people who grow into who we are, who we know we are in our side of our heart. Never let the thoughts inside your brain control who you are because your thoughts inside of your mind because the thoughts inside of your mind will drive you crazy. Know who you are inside of your heart. My name is Kevin Barber. I'm from Rhode Island. I'm 27 years old and I am out here building on a dream. I am someone who graduated high school with not knowing exactly what I wanted to do with my life, but I was thrusted into a family business, which was a great thing because I had a job, but I was thrown into a lot of pressure of a business that I was told that I'm going to take over. I am going to do this for the rest of my life. And as at a 17-year-old kid, essentially, it's not really what I wanted to do. But at the same
yeah.
time, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So you're kind of stuck in a tough situation. So the earlier in life that you know what you want to do, the better you're going to be in the future because the earlier you can start working towards whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I believe personally? I think that people know what it is that they want to do, but the hard part really comes down to, are you going to allow yourself to actually follow it, right? Are you going to get out of that mental pressure of, is my dream actually good enough? Is it, something that I can actually get behind and put my dedication towards? And I think that's what's kind of happening now, where people are realizing if I put my effort and everything into things that I actually like to do, that I can make a bigger ROI than I would have made if I just try to do the stereotypical, like, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an engineer, and try to go for big monies, right? And right now you and I are kind of similar, where we're trying to build this motivational platform. So I want you to talk a bit, because you did mention it. Talk about your motivational channel. Like, I know you're on YouTube, and how's that been going for you?
It's going pretty good. I'm building every day. The more content I put out there to my Instagram page, I feel the more attraction I bring to my YouTube channel. But at the same time, I kind of am letting the YouTube channel build on its own in a way. I do my thing mostly. Most of my stuff is on Instagram, and when I feel like I put something out really good or too long for Instagram, that's when I put it to YouTube, and I try to bring my viewers from Instagram to YouTube. Like I think I'm trying out for America's Got Talent November 23rd as a motivational entertainer. I've been doing open mics lately. I have about three or four open mics on my YouTube channel that go well over a minute. On Instagram, you can only put videos that are a minute. So my open mics, I put them on YouTube so everyone is able to watch them in full. And
Yeah.
yeah, just constantly building every day on a dream and working towards your dream and making the steps, making the correct steps to get there.
That's really, yeah. I mean, America's Got Talent. I think that's really awesome. I mean, like, how does that even work? Do you just like go somewhere and, audition,
So
or?
yeah, about a month ago, actually, at this time, my life has been like happening so fast that I'm like losing track of the days. I think it was about 2 months ago. Yeah, I think it was about 2 months ago when I first applied for it. So at
Okay.
first, I sent a video to them, not really my audition, just kind of like to give them a feel who I am. And I was just like, "What's up, everybody? My name is Kevin Barber. I'm from Rhode Island. I'm here to bring some positivity to the world. I know what pain feels like. I don't want people to feel that pain. So I want people to be able to use me as a example of somebody, you know, rising from the death essentially, and following their dreams and building on a happiness. I feel like happiness is built. Um, Happiness is different in so many people. I mean, I've talked to people where they've been happy their whole life, and I salute them. But me, I've always kind of like my happiness has kind of always been like this, to try to like find it, and yeah, I've been through some stuff in my life where, I've been really down on myself, really low on myself, but today I can finally say that I'm happier than ever and I'm stronger than ever. And with being happy and strong, and not having something, dictate your happiness, something you have to maintain to maintain your happiness, I can finally say that I can work towards something beautiful and be happy along the way, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, 100% I get you. And I think when it comes down to being a motivational speaker in these times, and by these times I mean, in these past couple months, past couple years or whatnot, it's probably something that a lot of people think is, oversaturated in the point where you have a whole bunch of people trying to be motivational speakers. But I think that's largely undervaluing the benefit of having a motivational speaker in your life, right? There's lots of motivational speakers, but the point is different people will resonate with different motivational speakers.
Yes.
I have my own audience, you have your own audience, and there's other people like Gary Vee who have their own audiences. The point is many people follow them because of the message that they bring out, but more specifically because of where it is that they came from. And so you were kind of touching on that. Like, could you just talk a little bit about what is it that you've been going through that has motivated you to motivating others and through your channel?
So, like I said, I graduated high school at 17 years old with, thrusted into a family business. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with life. I wasn't happy. I started working with this gentleman, Jimmy. He was a big UFC fan, which is mixed martial arts, and he kind of got me into mixed martial arts and having a passion towards, just following the sport, following what these athletes go through in their life. And at that time, from 17 to about 21, I started watching all the fights. I started watching all the press conferences. I started watching all their interviews, and it kind of gave me a feel of, people that are following their dreams and working hard to get to where they want to go. And I just started becoming very passionate towards mixed martial arts. So along the years of watching, all this mixed martial arts, and dedicating, weekends and weekdays, and watching all the fights and listening to all this stuff, I found that you could bet on these fights. So
Okay.
I started betting on them in 2013. Beginning of 2013, I started betting on them, and I lost a couple $1,000s before I actually started to make money. Not start to make money, but when I first hit my first big bet. November of 2013, I hit my first bet for $3,800. And that was like,
Wow.
oh my God. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I finally made my own money in my life, on my own, following what I believed in. Um, so it was a rocky road from 2013. I actually ended up losing, winning, and this continued on for 2013 to 2019. I had a lot of highs. I had a lot of lows. On my highs, I went on vacations. I bought things for my family. I was able to do good things, but then on my lows, I wasn't able to do anything. I was stuck in bed, not wanting to move. But what I learned through this process is, whether you fail or succeed in life, always follow what you believe in, regardless of any of that, because you will learn more about yourself through the failures, through the highs.
Yeah.
And there will be a certain point, you will reach a certain point where you feel like you can move on from whatever that is that you learned from. So 2019, May of 2019, let's go back to February of 2017. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm really messing with you. Let's go to December of 2016.
Yeah.
December of 2016, I came out as bisexual. And this was kind of a life-changing, thing that I had gotten off my chest, which really made me
Yeah.
feel well. And yeah, I was able to get that out to the world. So when I actually went to Florida for Christmas, with my parents. My parents have a house in Florida, so we went out there, and I had this like um very like coming to Jesus moment also, almost with my dad. We were outside talking around the pool, and it was like, you have to work hard for things in your life. You have to, if you want the things, that you if you want to get the things that you want in life, you have to work hard for it, and you have to know what you're coming home to. You work all day to come home to the things that you worked hard for. So had this big conversation with him, and I went back home, and I went back to Rhode Island in January, and I was planning on hopefully building towards buying a house, hopefully towards build towards buying all these new things, a new car, maybe even a boat, a bike, or whatever. But I went back to work, and I actually ended up like dating this girl in February of 2017, and we had like a really good relationship for a good like year, and through our relationship, I started gambling again, and I started winning. Though it's funny because she had two kids, and we were living at, her dad had just passed away, so we were actually living in a house that was almost like left to her. But we were traveling all over the place. Like my most money that I had made was when I found like my first real big relationship. Like I had made like I had $40,000, at one time, and I had my credit, and it was perfect. And yeah, so eventually through the relationship, I had lost my money. So February 2017 we met. I lost all my money pretty much March of 2018. So from March of 2018, our relationship kind of took a different turn, because now I'm not, providing for, her two kids and her the way I was. So it kind of changed the whole relationship. And I was kind of immature throughout the whole relationship, it being my first relationship, and not knowing really, how to deal with the relationship, especially with a woman with two kids. But May of 2019, we actually ended up breaking up, and it was just better for the both of us in the end, that I've noticed. But from May of 2019 to August, well, about the beginning of August, I was very depressed. Like I was very depressed. My head hurt. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was building towards. But I do construction Monday through Friday. I had woken up on a Sunday, and I just felt something was different. So I went to work. I do not like my job. I do not enjoy it. But I felt something on that Sunday, that something had changed. So you have to be aware of, the changes that your body, your mind, your brain, your soul goes through. So I was very aware that I feel different. I have to build on this somehow. So I started a vlog on Instagram. My first video that I put out in a while, I was just saying like, what is up, everybody? It wasn't like, what is up? It wasn't like the high energy that I do today, but it was just like, hello, everybody. I am out here on a Sunday. I want to start kind of like a mental health awareness vlog to show others that, when you find a little bit of happiness, you have to build on it somehow. And little did I know, that video has built me into, who I am today. The more and it was only 2 months ago, but there's always progress in anything that you start. It doesn't matter if it's only little progress. Just get out there and start something new, and build on your happiness every day. And that's what I felt that I was doing. My first like 10-15 videos wasn't the high level, what's up, everybody? If anyone wants to check out my Instagram, I put out, as Velton knows, I put out a lot of high energy videos that motivate people for their day. But when I first started, it wasn't really high energy. It was just really my thoughts, that people were resonating with my thoughts of maybe what they were going through in their life. So yeah, and along the way from then to now, there were still setbacks and there were still bad days, but today I can say that I'm so glad that I woke up on that Sunday and made that video, because here I am today building on a dream. I never thought I would want to go on America's Got Talent, and I never thought that I would be, doing podcasts with let's say right now with Veltson. Where are you from, Veltson?
I'm from, excuse me, I'm from San Diego, California.
Here we are. I'm skyping with Veltson from San Diego, California. Let's go. We in the house.
We in the house. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate that. For those of you listening, by the way, I am sick right now, so if I like sound weird, that's the reason why. But I really appreciate all that you said there when it came down to explaining the concept that opening up your mind to new possibilities, and sometimes it's just your body initiating that change, right? Your body initiates the change, you follow through with it with the mental aspects, and it really gets into mindset. And that's the next big thing that I wanted to ask you about personally. What's your opinion? Because I know you've been putting out, high energy content for the past month or so. What do you see is the main issue with people's mindsets nowadays?
I feel like I truly honestly feel like they're not exposed to enough. People get caught up on the last thing that happens in their life. I have so many people that message me about the last thing that happens in their life, and they get so caught up on it. That's why I feel like I can really help people, because now whatever it was that they dealt with in their last situation in life, now they're in a new situation. They reached out to me. I am able to give them my energy. I am able to tell them things from my heart, and I want my words to sit with them in their mind. I don't want the negativity or the last, thing that bothered them in their life to sit in their mind, because that will sit in their mind for the rest of their life if they don't do something about it. So me, I can, talk to them or say whatever I need to say, and hopefully make a connection to them to make them realize, you're right. I can move on from what, if this person called me a loser or stupid, or called me ugly, or whatever it is, an ex-boyfriend or the family members or whatever. Here I am to say, thank you for reaching out. You're doing the right thing. And I'm going to give you my opinion on what I feel can make yourself think better, or just be better as a person, and remind yourself that you are better than what these people are saying you are, to remind you that you do deserve the best in this life, to remind you that you are strong, and to remind you there's always someone to talk to make you feel better about yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. So dwelling, I think dwelling is a huge issue, right? That's what you're mentioning there, dwelling.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think I personally deal with dwelling a lot, but I kind of have that inner mental coach that's like, don't dwell on things, just move on. But I think I think the reason why it's so hard to kind of let go is I think people are afraid of their own capabilities. Would you agree with me?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Because within those capabilities is the unknown, that someone might think that it's out of the ordinary, and they might think it's bad, but man, know what you're capable of. Know that you can be beautiful at whatever it is.
Exactly. It's that huge amount of like positive mindset and so you've gone through a lot, and right now you're at the point of where you're growing, you're motivating others. But what is it that gives you your positive mindset?
You know what? It's what's the word I'm looking for? Not privileged, but what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very grateful for the situation I am in. Um, I have my parents. I'm very, very grateful that my parents are together. I'm very grateful that my parents are successful. I'm very grateful that I can lean on my parents when needed, and and you have to understand free time in life, okay? Not the free time that you use to take a nap. Oh, I got free time, I'm going to take a nap. No, this is a new kind of free time. I am working on a dream in this free time, if you understand what I'm saying. My time is free. And when your time is free, and what I mean by that is, like I said, I'm living at my parents' house. My bills are, I have my phone bill, I have my car bill, and I have, I got to eat every day and all this stuff. But essentially, when you have time that is free in life, and you get more of this when you're younger, because when you get older, this free time, your responsibilities overtake your free time. um you have to take advantage of this free time, and I hope everyone can understand what I'm saying when I say free time. when I was in a relationship for 2.5 years, I didn't have this essential free time because um I had the girl, two kids. We had sports, paying for the kids' sports, paying for the food every night, paying for our rent. Because in that relationship we had moved 3 times when I was with my girl, the bank ended up taking over the house. We had to move out, so I was paying a $1,600 rent, and at that time, but my time was not free. Do you understand what I'm saying though?
I
Right
understand.
now,
Yeah.
right now I have free time. So that is essentially right now where my positive mind frame almost comes from, because I am using it to my advantage. I am giving myself 1 year to really make something of my life. I feel like this next year of my life is the most important year of my life, because the first 27, in my opinion, have taught me everything that I need to know to make this next year, the biggest year of my life. Because I'm smarter and I'm stronger than ever, and I feel like I'm capable of doing anything. In life, you have to build on whatever you feel is right, but then at the same time, take opportunity to something else that you are passionate about. Like right now, I am helping others, I am motivating others, but in the end, I want to show everybody that anything is possible. I have goals of being a talk show host. I have goals of being an actor. I have goals of being a news show anchor. Let's go to Kevin in the studio. I have goals of doing commercials. I have goals of making a WWE appearance. I have goals of so many things, but you have to start somewhere. And right now, life has led me to motivating others naturally. This is just what's in my soul. I am motivating others naturally. And I get a lot of questions that, oh, how can you be a motivational speaker? You haven't accomplished anything. Doesn't that make it even harder? If I haven't
Exactly.
accomplished anything yet and I'm still motivating others, isn't
Yeah.
that like kind of like, wow, you're motivating others and you don't even really have a pot to pee in? You know what I'm saying? You're peeing in your parents'
Exactly.
pot. That's pretty strong in a sense, to be able to motivate others and still not really have much. But I am showing others that you can build on it no matter where you are in life, no matter
Dramatically.
what you are going through, no matter how low you are, or it's about the vision. It's about what you
Uh,
see in your mind. And I see great things coming in my life in the next year. And in the process, I will help anyone along the way that wants help. There's a lot of people that need help, but they don't want help. You have to want help. You have to want to help yourself. And there are a lot of people reaching out to me. There are a lot of people watching and listening to what I say, that it is helping them. And I am so grateful that I can do that along the way in my process of my journey of getting to where I know I'm going to go.
That's really, really awesome. And I know time is winding down here, but I wanted to ask you one more question. If there's something that you could say to imagine the whole world is listening to you right now, what is it that you would say?
I would say follow your dreams, follow your love, follow your passion, follow whatever you believe in, and do whatever it takes to get there, and enjoy the journey along the way. Know that you are capable of doing what is in your heart, because that is why you are thinking it. And enjoy. There are going to be setbacks along the way. There's going to be doubt thrown your way. There is going to be negativity. There's going to be evil trying to bring you down. Do it all with a smile on your face. Do it with the vision of you knowing that you know exactly where you're going to be, when you get there. Who knows when you will get there, but always know that the longer it takes to get there, the more strength you are building, the more wise you are getting. So when you do finally get there, you will know how to maintain, um, you will know how to stay there, because you knew what it took to get there. And that is where the strength is built. The strength is built. Hey, I want you to see my hands. The strength is built in the journey of
Oh,
life.
100%. Yeah. Got to be in love with the process. Really got to be
See
in love
this
with the
right here?
process.
That's Mickey Mouse. He built his strength. So let's
I
all
see
build
that.
his strength.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for being here with me today. Guys, make sure that you check out the description. I'm going to be linking all of Kevin's stuff. Make sure you check him out. He's really motivational, really high energy, right? Like this you watch his content daily, it's going to make your day. And Kevin, thanks again for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to spread your positivity through Amber Acts.
Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you for your time. Thank you for, giving me another platform to say what I need to say. And let's keep building out here in life, Velson.
Let's keep on building.
Have a great night, everybody.